All right. How is everybody doing on this Friday, Fright night? Thank you so much for hopping on in and making yourselves comfortable. How's everybody doing? Francis, how you doing? Rhiannon, how you doing? Uh, Need some water. Not too much, man. Not too much. Thought I'd get Friday, Fright night. Well, no, it's not really surprising. I did say the other day when someone asked me, when do you plan on doing Friday, Fright night this week? And I said I was going to try to do it around 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And it so happens I woke up an hour ago, so it was kind of like the perfect time. Hey, the Tree Dragon, how are you guys doing? Thank you so much for hopping on in. Glad to see that a lot of you guys are making it. Well, a lot of people aren't being notified, which is no surprise, but we'll wait it out a little bit before we get started with the subjects on hand. We are going to be doing a Super Mario Bros. Movie review. I'll be talking about the new Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel logo, and I will also be doing a small review of the most recent Sam and Colby video. Just rented Redfield on from Redbox. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Hope it's good. Yep, I did say what I was going to do. I did watch the Super Mario Bros. Movie with my family because we really wanted to relive that nostalgia. And by golly, was it pretty much nothing but nostalgia. That was... I'll get into it in a few minutes when more people start hopping on in, especially people who are fans of the movie. If you've seen the Super Mario Bros. Movie, let me know. I will be talking about spoilers. I will probably have a picture up on screen to let you know that I am going to be talking about spoilers with this movie. I'll tell you guys the things I did not like about it and the things I did like about it. And we'll just have a free roaming conversation about the entire film. And then, of course, I'll talk about the Afterlife sequel logo and everything else after that. Now, again, I have not seen the first Ghostbusters Afterlife. I have seen the original Ghostbusters, but the Ghostbusters 1 and 2, and I did not check out the one from 2016. Looking forward to Mario? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to talking about it. Very much looking forward to talking about it. By the way, guys, if you're hopping on into the live stream, make sure to do that like button a solid favor and slay it. Murder that like button. Okay, I'm going to go to Facebook really quick, check if anybody is commenting. All right. Hopefully more people start hopping on in. I know nobody's getting notified at the moment, which is, again, that's no surprise, but we'll just wait it out, see what happens. We only have 2 viewers right now and 2 likes. I know for a fact there are more people who are probably not being notified about this live stream at the moment. Or they're at work. There's probably a lot of people at work. It is 1:21 p.m. in the afternoon in a lot of places, so there's probably a lot of people. Let's see. Alright, so one person saw it. Philip saw it. That's good. He at least saw the thing, so hell yeah. Victoria, how are you doing? Good, more people are hopping on in. Yes, I'm wanting to see more people hop on in before we get started with these subjects. And obviously, after all the subjects are done, we're going to start talking about normal things. We talk about paranormal experiences, creepy movies you've seen over the weekends and stuff like that. Whatever you guys really want to talk about, we can talk about it on Friday Fright Night after we get done with the subjects that I have picked out for this week's. So, yeah. Thank you guys for hopping on in. Yeah, just waiting for more people to hop on in. We don't really got a lot of people making their debut. Oh, did you hear the Friday the 13th video game is losing its license? That would have been something to talk about. That would have been something to talk about. Yeah. Yeah. As a matter of fact, thank you for reminding me about that, because I actually find that to be a little bit more important than the Sam and Colby review at the moment. I'm not saying I don't appreciate the Sam and Colby review, but Friday the 13th the game, yeah, that was a big thing. Friday the 13th the game, that was a big thing. That really bummed me out quite a bit to hear that, actually, if I had to be honest. Yeah, we'll talk about that, though. We are not going to leave that out of this live stream. I'm going to tell you that right now. I knew something was missing. I knew I had heard something, and it was bothering me. I couldn't remember it. Yeah. Alright. Edit. Change. There we go. Okay. Yep, I changed it. Good deal. Thank you for that reminder. Friday the 13th, the game. Man. Alright, thank you for that. Alright. Yeah, no, I completely forgot. It slipped my mind. I knew there was something, again, that I was forgetting. And, of course, it was the Friday the 13th, the video game, and how... We'll go ahead and actually talk about that for our first subject. I'll go ahead and drop the news on that. So, let me go ahead and switch that out really quick. And it's funny, because I actually have a picture of the actual... the post they made, the actual game. I saved it to my computer. As soon as I find it, there it is. Basically, if a lot of you guys are not aware, Friday the 13th, the game from 2017, is, after 2024, is officially going to be done. They are done. Which is sad. Hey, who's all hopping on in? Hey, everybody in the chat. Yeah, who's all hopping on in right now? Please, if you guys are hopping on in, make yourself known by saying hi in the chat or whatever you can to do to help this live stream out. Because not a lot of people are being notified by YouTube that I'm even live at the moment. Hey, Rhiannon, how you doing? Thank you so much for hopping on in. Glad you made it. And by the way, if you guys have not considered on becoming channel members, I would say really consider on becoming channel members, because we've gained probably about 7 this past week so far, and our goal is to hit even more. Speaking of which, another channel member popped on in. Big Dad Die, how are you doing, good sir? We are talking about several subjects today, so please do not make it a habit of leaving this live stream. If you have a good reason, obviously, but you know, I'm a very important individual. So I have to give you my thoughts about the Mario movie. Yeah, I get all those emojis. I think we need one more member, and I can make more emojis. Yeah, we're right there. We're right there to get the ability to make more emojis, which is pretty fucking exciting. So if you have not become a channel member, make it a thing. Make it a habit. Become a channel member today by clicking that join button down below. If you're on a phone app, I think it's there on the phone app. If you're not on the phone app, then it might not be there. So if you want a link, let me know, and I'll hit you up with a link. And it's only $1.99 a month. I appreciate it. The more the merrier, and the more we gain more members, the more likely it is I will actually stick around doing YouTube, probably till after 2025. So if you love the Sam and Colby reactions, you love the paranormal investigation reactions, yes, Twin Paranormal is coming. I am aware. Yesterday I wasn't feeling that good, and plus the neighbors next door were making a lot of racket, so I really didn't want to have to film with them slamming shit in their house. So I decided to avoid it yesterday. And if you love all the movie reactions and stuff like that, definitely make sure you absolutely support us by becoming a channel member. It's not a whole lot. I only asked for $1.99 a month, if anything. So hopefully we can get more. Should I quit my job because they aren't treating me the best, or should I wait till I find it? I would wait until you found another job before just quitting. Put your 2 weeks in and everything like that, saying, hey, it's just not for me. I'm going to go ahead and put my 2 weeks in. I'll work here for the next 2 weeks, but I actually plan on finding a new place. I would go ahead, though, and start looking around, seeing if you can find another place to work. That's what I would do. Yeah. Hey, Shane, how are you doing? Thank you so much for hopping on into Friday Fright Night this week. How are you doing today? Right now, we're just waiting on people to hop on in here. We literally only have, like, 18 views on this video, 6 likes, and 4 viewers at the current moment, so we're just kind of waiting. Nobody's being notified. So it's one of those things, we're just going to have to wait it out. We have some cool subjects to talk about, though. Yeah, I can't wait for Ghostbusters 4. I think Jack Frost is going to be the new villain in the movie. That would be interesting. That would be interesting, but I can see why you would think that. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, too. I haven't seen Ghostbusters Afterlife. I do own it on Blu-ray, so at some point you might even see a reaction. I might go ahead and do a reaction to it. Unknown, how are you doing? How are you doing this fine afternoon? Thank you for joining, by the way. And if you are joining this live stream and have not slain that like button, just go down below, hit that thumbs up. It means a lot, helps out the video, gives a good algorithm so more people will notice it. Always good to have something backed up before quitting. Best to give 2 weeks notice just to keep your rep good, but depends on how bad they are treating you. Yeah, if they're treating you really, really bad, like, I don't know, I'm not sure how bad they're treating you. I don't know every story about the way they're treating you, but if they're treating you unfairly, yeah, I would consider on, and depending on where you work, you know, I would probably try to get a hold of the higher ups and report whoever's treating you badly. Wanted to give my 2 weeks today, but I don't have the backup yet. Yeah, wait till you have the backup. Start looking around, seeing if you can find something new, and definitely do the backup. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's good to be prepared to have another job lined up so you're not going to struggle. Have you watched the KGF2 movie? Let me go ahead and look that up, man. Let me go ahead and look that up really quick. KGF Chapter 2. Was it KGF? My apologies. Was it KGF? Yeah, KGF Chapter 2. I haven't even seen KGF. I haven't seen those movies, no. What are they about? Yeah, it never hurts to be prepared. Thank you for hopping on in, guys. I see more people hopping on in. And once you hop on in, make yourselves known. No problem. I've been there before plenty of times. Yeah. Yeah. I actually have not worked a normal job. I'm saying, you know, normal job because this is a weird job to have. I haven't worked a normal job since 2019, since COVID hit. After when COVID hit, I wasn't working. Then I started doing YouTube, and YouTube has been my job, actually, this entire time. So, and it's crazy that it's built up as much as it has. We are on the verge of 18,000 subscribers now, and we started this mainly back in 2020. So we started getting our wheels rolling back in 2020. So I've been doing this for about 3 years now, and it's really kicked off. We were stuck at around probably 200 subscribers, and now we're on the verge to 18,000. It's blown up quite a bit, and it's quite impressive that I feel like we've almost gained 10,000 a year, 10,000 subscribers a year, and it's just gradually going up, which is cool, and it's an accomplishment. I take a lot of pride in it. It was not easy work, but at the end of the day, I feel like it was worth it. I found that I had a new passion, and I found that I was very much just enjoying what I did. So I think that was something that was lacking when I was working for, well, Walmart at the time. I was working for Walmart as a Cap 2 supervisor, so we would unload the trucks and then go stock grocery and everything. I was doing that, and I'm just way happier doing what I do here. I have like my own boss, which is cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, Big Daddy YouTube is the boss, and even beyond that's Google. But yeah, no, I've been just so thrilled. As you should, Jordan. Your channel and yourself are awesome. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. KGF2 is the most viewed teaser in the world, beating the record of Avengers Endgame. Oh, wow. Hey, thank you for the $1.49, Francis. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, dude. And I see they have a cat next to that, so that's awesome. I take that always as like a church shout out. Hell yeah. A little love for church right there. And thank you so much, guys, for the support. Without you, I probably wouldn't even be here. I would probably be working at Walmart at the moment, and unfortunately, if we don't hit my goals, I'm going to have to probably go back to Walmart, which it's not the worst case scenario. It's not like I'm going to die when I go back to Walmart. I'll be making more money. I'm not making a shit ton of money at the moment because of ad revenue and copyright claims. Copyright claims and ad revenue don't go well together. So there's just nothing you can do. You just kind of have to accept it. I watch the Sam and Colby videos, and I watch all these paranormal investigation videos. It does very well in views, and it's helped me gain a bigger audience. So I've been aiming at those, and I do enjoy watching them. I do find it fun to actually pick apart investigations if I can, and that's something you guys seem to enjoy watching me do. So I genuinely am happy that we found something that actually works in a sense. And don't get me wrong, when I first started back in 2020, movie reactions were my big thing. I did movie reactions every fucking upload practically. And I know they've died down quite a bit since then, but after I started having nerve damage in my arms, it was just unavoidable. I could not keep editing those videos. Right now my arms are doing good, so if you have any questions about my arms, they're doing good. They're doing a lot better. I have not been sitting here and editing over hours and hours on end. I've been doing stretches, and I've been trying to get them back into shape. But I don't know if I will ever be able to go back to that. I wouldn't be able to go back to that hours of me sitting there and editing movie reactions. because my arms just can't take it, and they could get worse by doing that. So I personally don't want to do that and risk anything. What's the time there right now? Right now it is 1:33 p.m. in the afternoon. So yeah, 1:33 p.m. in the afternoon. Friday the 13th game, for example. Copyright sucks. Yep, there's a good example. The copyright. Yep, for Friday the 13th game, and now Friday the 13th game is going to be going down. Unfortunately, they're making a new one, which is exciting, but they're bringing the old one down, which is unfortunate because that game was addicting as fuck. That's good to hear. Got to take care of yourself first. Absolutely, absolutely. So I am one of the reasons why, again, I push for members and I push for patrons and stuff is because that money that people donate monthly goes towards the editor, so I can have him edit videos for me and then movie reactions specifically, and I don't have to worry about that. So if you want to know where your money goes, it does go to my life, which, because, you know, I have to survive too, right? So I do have to use some of that money for my own, obviously, my own survival. I mean, that's obvious, but it also mostly goes to the channel. So, new equipment, movie reaction edits, all of that stuff helps make up for the fact that we don't make a lot of money off the paranormal investigation. So if you're somebody who loves watching those paranormal investigation reactions and you find out that maybe it's a bummer that I'm not making any ad revenue off of those, then definitely consider on becoming a channel member, because that is just an easy way to kind of help try to make up for the lack of ad revenue coming into the channel. Which, you know, $1.99 a month, the more people who do it, really helps out. If there's something strange, who you gonna in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? Absolutely, man. But let's go ahead and get started with the first subject, because I don't think there's gonna be a lot of people hopping on, and we've already been on for 21 minutes, so let's go ahead and get started. I already said I would start with the Friday the 13th, the video game, and I'll go ahead and read you what this says really quick. So, okay, this is an actual post that they made. Friday the 13th, the game, expiration of license. The time has come. Our license for Friday the 13th will expire on December 31st, 2023. On the date, Friday the 13th, the game will no longer be available for sale, both physically and digitally. The game will, however, continue to function through at least December 31st, 2024. If you already own it at this time, we've made a decision to reduce the price to $4.99, the base game, at 99 cents for each piece of DLC content. We will continue to offer the title and content at the price point right up until it's removed from digital physical storefronts on December 31st, 2023. We would like to thank our community for the dedication they've shown to Friday the 13th, the game, the game and gun interactive as a whole, and we are happy the game will live on a while longer to continue to be enjoyed by anyone owning the game already. Friday the 13th, the game. The G. One of the most successful games in probably our time. Yep. That is, unfortunately, the truth of the matter. The game will not last. Unfortunately. Breaks my heart, man. Breaks my heart. Hey, Harley, thank you for joining. Glad to see more people hopping on in. Hell yeah. Friday the 13th has legal issues for years. Yeah, I don't know what it means. Like, I'm not... To me, I don't know the whole concept of what they're able to do. But, like, I assume if you already own the game, that you'll still be able to play the game. It's just they aren't doing anything else for it. I don't know. Like, are they just going to try to destroy the game in its entirety? I don't know all the details. Probably, I guess that would make sense. But at the same time, what if you own a physical copy? Does that, like, stop it? I guess they just wouldn't run their servers anymore. So you wouldn't even be able to play online, right? I guess that's what it means. You won't be able to play online anymore because the servers are probably just going to stop running altogether. That is sad, man. I actually thought about... I might even still buy the Friday the 13th game on physical because I just wanted to have it. But yeah, sounds to me like you can't buy it anymore and the servers will shut down. Yeah, well, I think the servers are going to shut down in 2024. No, the servers and the game are going to stop being sold around 2024, December of 2024. So we still have about a year or so to play it, which is it's still cool. But it's sad, man. It's really sad that these assholes could not just fucking come up with some gosh dang deal to just continue to have this game going. Because there's a lot of people who love to play it. I've seen posts all over the world of people saying they still play this game religiously. And there are people who love it. And I love the game. One of the reasons why I haven't been playing it a lot lately is because all the controversy surrounding it and stuff. It doesn't mean I still won't play it. I will probably go ahead and play it. Actually, more so now, more recently, than just waiting on it, because now I know that they're gonna stop running the game. It's sad, man. It's so sad. I loved this game. Back in 2017, this was a big part of my life. I played it non-stop with my friends. Me, Cinnamon, my friend Brandon. That's what we would do every weekend. We just play Friday the 13th. This is when I was working at Walmart. We would play it. Really, Friday the 13th is shutting down. That's terrible. Yep, because of a copyright issue. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Everybody, thank you so much for joining. Ramon, how are you doing? Gosh, dang it, more people are hopping on in. That's what you want to see. Hit that like button, folks. Did you hear about the new Dead by Daylight Nicolas Cage? Yep, I heard about that. I didn't watch the teaser trailer. I thought about watching the teaser trailer and then posting it on my gaming channel, but I'm not too sure yet. But it sounds like I will be playing some Friday the 13th, the video game, especially now that I know that they're going to stop here soon. It's sad, man. I'm really I'm really bummed out about it. I really did not want to hear this was going to happen. But I guess it's no surprise. Something was bound to happen along these lines at some point. Yeah, I got the physical edition with the NECA mask. Fuck yeah, man. Question, how do you get a chat up on your screen for streams? Why? Is your chat not coming up? What the heck is with this game anyways? What the heck is with this game anyways? The Ghostbusters logo. I actually talked about this. Oh, I'm sorry. I was missing your comments. Sorry about that. Honestly, they are doing... honestly, what they are doing to the Friday the 13th game as a whole is a crime. Yeah, it's because those assholes... And look, at this rate, I actually... Because they could not figure out some sort of deal. And they had to be greedy. And I don't know what else to say about them. Like, I get what they were fighting over. You know, the creators of Friday the 13th. I get that they wanted to make it, you know, the money off of the property. That's fine. That's understandable. But at the same time, man, it took them this fucking long to do it. And now they're now we're getting things taken away from us. Like Friday the 13th, the game. That's a good game, man. It had a few bugs. It had a few issues, you know, lagging issues and everything. But it could have been, we could have figured this out. And it got completely just thrown to the side because of the whole copyright battle. Oh, okay. You go to OBS and there's a way to add it. It's a process, man. It's a process. I would have to, like, describe to you everything. But basically what you would do is you would, oh my god. I'm not the best at explaining things, especially on a live stream. But... properties for a live chat, what you would do is you go to fucking OBS, you'd go to capture device, and when you go live, there's an option to actually put your live stream up on there. You have to make it a separate thing. So you'd go, like when you, oh god, I'm not the best at explaining things. I'm not. So when you start a live stream, you go over to the live chat, right? And there's options for your live chat. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on pop-out chat. And you're going to click pop-out chat, and that's going to allow your chat to be a pop-out on the screen instead, like its own separate screen instead of being on the YouTube screen, your YouTube live stream. So then you're going to go over to OBS, you're going to click on Windows Capture Device, and then you're going to click on the pop-out chat. That's what you do. That's probably the best way I can explain it. I'm not a professional when it comes to explaining about certain things. I had to find this out by going to other videos online, actually, and I eventually figured it out. But yeah, you should hear the hell, no pun intended, the director, Jason Goes to Hell, went through. If you hate the movie, don't blame the director. Oh, no, dude, I've already seen the behind-the-scenes stuff. He did the best he could. He did the absolute best he could with what he was given. Yeah. Hey Jay, what about Dead by Daylight? Have you been playing that game? I have not been playing that game of recently. I know my friends have been playing it. My one friend Brandy plays it she plays it religiously, let's be real. She plays it religiously, and it's one of her favorite games out there. It's one of my personal favorite games too, but I've been so busy trying to focus on my YouTube channel that I'm just not focused on playing video games at the moment. I'm more focused on trying to deliver content to you guys, which, again, guys, if you're not a channel member, now is the time to become a channel member. We need only one more channel member, only one more, to actually be able to make more emojis for one. But we're also trying to hit our certain goals with channel members so we can continue to do this YouTube channel long after 2025. So if you're thinking about the now, that's fine. But think about later down the road. If I can't do YouTube anymore and maybe this is something that you really enjoy watching, I just won't be able to stick around for as long. I won't be able to do what I'm nearly capable of doing anymore. So because of the lack of money coming in, and I can't survive that way. So I gotta really go the extra mile and do what I need to do. So if you want to become a channel member, hallelujah, the more the merrier. We need more. We need as many as we can get. So definitely consider it. It helps make up for the revenue that we don't make on this channel. So I really encourage people to give it a shot for $1.99 a month, $1.99, $2 a month, really. So hey everybody, thank you so much for hopping on in. Pyramid Head or the Executioner? I've always been a fan of Pyramid Head. I'm gonna go with Pyramid Head. I like Pyramid Head a lot. He's a badass. He was actually one of the saving graces of those Silent Hill movies. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the next subject. There is really nobody jumping on in and on this live stream right now. It's pretty sad. I'm pretty bummed out. No one's being notified. It's sad. Breaks my heart. Oh well, what can you do? Hey, I love Jason Goes to Hell. I love the Jason Goes to Hell movie, and Jays knows this. We talk about this, and I understand why everybody hates this, but that's their opinion. Absolutely, man. It's just an opinion. If you love the movie, like, I'm not a diehard Jason Goes to Hell fan. I think it's a decently fun time, but I'm not, like, diehard fan. I think it's enjoyable, more enjoyable than even Jason Takes Manhattan, which I found to be a boring-ass movie. But, I respect it. I respect it. There's, that's the fun thing about movies, man, is that it's all kind of, we can just have different opinions and stuff. It's subjective. Being a movie fan is being subjective. You gotta, at least, if you... thank you so much for the gift of that member. I really appreciate that, Big Dad Eye. Hell yeah. That's awesome. We need more. We need more of that stuff, so I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Not from you, not from you. I'm just saying I'm very thankful. Thank you so much. Now I could probably make more emojis, which I'm going to go ahead and do after this live stream now, is make more emojis. But getting back to that subject matter, I'm so happy to hear that you love, and I encourage people to praise that if you love a movie that's, like bad to a lot of people, I encourage you that you at least go around and state that you love it and, give why you love it and stuff. And, you don't even have to have an explanation. If you like the movie, you should not have to give an explanation on why you like the movie. You can just like it to like it. That's fine. That's why I don't believe in anything with companies say anymore. That's why I didn't bother to buy a copy of the Friday the 13th game, but I guess I better buy one now just so I can have a copy. I think it's pretty cheap right now, so I'd go out there and grab one ASAP. It's pretty fucking cheap. What do you think about the next God of War game, which is based on Egypt? I can't give too much details on that because if I had to be real with you, I have not played the God of War games. I played one a long while back on my brother's PS3, but I didn't beat the game. I didn't really get an understanding of what the game was about besides the fact that this god was just after revenge, or like Kratos was just after revenge against the gods or something along those lines. I really didn't understand everything about it, so I can't give you too much of my own personal opinion. Remember that scene in Silent Hill, the game 3? I think Pyramid Head with the mannequin? I do not. What's up, hey, Ace from the Hood, how are you doing? Thank you so much for making it to the live stream. Glad you could make it. We're actually going to get started with our next subject, guys. So if you're hopping on in, awesome. If you're missing this, I apologize, but we cannot wait around all day for everybody. So let's go ahead and dive into topic 2, which is the new Ghostbusters logo. Again, I have not seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, but I can give you my thoughts on the logo, and it's a decently cool logo. It's not really anything special. It's just the Ghostbusters logo with ice on it, so obviously this takes place in around maybe wintertime, which is awesome. Or maybe they're hinting at the fact that when a ghost is around, it gets really cold, so there's that thought too. Endgame, but the second of Titanic is pretty dope. I graduated on Wednesday. Congratulations, man. Titanic or Avengers Endgame? That's tough. I mean, I'm not really a diehard fan of either of those movies, but if I had to give you one of them, probably Endgame, because I think Titanic. I think Titanic is a good movie. It's well made. It's well directed. It's a great script. I won't doubt that. But it doesn't have a lot of rewatch value to me, and neither does Endgame. But I feel like I could watch Endgame more than Titanic. No offense to Titanic. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Endgame. Yeah. I don't really. it leaves a sour taste in my mouth saying that, but I'm gonna go with Endgame on that one. All right, but going back to the Ghostbusters logo, I have not seen Afterlife, so I really couldn't tell you what this could possibly mean. But if you had to ask me, yeah, I would say it's probably either because a ghost when it's around could be very cold, or it's taking place around the snowy times, icy, cold, and it looks cool. It's pretty exciting, I have to say. Even if I haven't even seen the last one, I am pretty excited to see more Ghostbusters coming out. Movie Maker fan, how are you doing? Thank you so much for hopping on in. Guys, if you are hopping on in and have not slain that like button, do me a solid and slay that like button really quick. Helps out with the algorithm. YouTube will actually start notifying people that we're live right now. Christmas Ghostbusters movie? Possibly. Possibly. That's a good thought. What do you think about the topic that Harry Potter series is being remade again and going to get a release date next year? Probably. Since we want to talk about that really quick, let's go ahead and take that off the screen. Now, there's not much I can say about the logo in itself. It's just a Ghostbusters logo with ice on it. There's really, all we can just gather from that is it's probably taking place around the holidays, or there's a ghost around and it's very cold. Stuff along those lines. Ghoul Games, thank you for hopping on in. No, you did not miss the Mario review yet, so you are good. I'm saving that for last. So yeah, they are. If you guys don't know, they are remaking Harry Potter. Harry Potter is getting remade into some sort of series by HBO Max. And I don't think there's a lot on it to where I can just look it up and try to get an idea of what is going to be in the series. I just know that it's going to be a remake series from the Sorcerer's Stone all the way up to the Deathly Hallows. And it's just going to be done in a very TV show-esque way. So that's basically what we're going to be getting with it. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for hopping on in. More people are hopping on in. Blue Lotus, thank you for making it. I appreciate it. Tom is here. How are you doing? Hell yes, more people are making it in. I love to see it. I love to see it. Thank you guys for hopping on in. Hit that like button if you're just hopping on in here. And if you're new around here, we're encouraging everybody to become channel members. So if you are somebody who loves this channel, loves watching the paranormal investigation reactions, movie reactions, and stuff along those lines, definitely make sure that you definitely consider on becoming a channel member. Definitely. Only $1.99 a month. It helps out a lot. We can make more custom stuff like emojis and everything. Make it more fun for you guys. Let's see. Here's a question. Which kill in Terrifier 2 was the best and the most goriest to you? I really want to give that answer, but I almost would rather just wait until you guys see the movie reaction. I did a movie reaction for Terrifier 2. If you guys are not aware, it's up on patrons and members right now. So if you guys are the $5 a month tier, then you guys can go watch that as early access. So that is up there right now. Bro, do a live reaction to KFG 2 teaser. You and everyone been sleeping on that movie. Well, I would, but right now I'm talking about the subjects I picked out, but I will at some point. I'm gonna have to probably do that because it sounds interesting. I mean, you built it up quite a bit. But yeah, I'll have to check that out at some point, for sure. That sounds odd. Okay, series. Yeah, okay. I'm not really into that. I was kind of disappointed when I heard they were remaking Harry Potter. It wasn't even that long ago when the Deathly Hallows Part 2 was released in theaters. I'm pretty sure that was 2011. And that was not that long ago, if we had to be real. That was like 12 years ago. And now we're already getting a remake. Like, I felt the same way about Moana. Moana came out not that long ago, but now we're getting a live-action adaptation of Moana. It was only 2016 when it came out. It's crazy. You're interested in the new adaptation of Harry Potter? Hell yeah. Did you look away at some point of Terrifier 2? I really don't know if I did. I'm trying to think about that now. I don't know if I did. I think I watched most of it. Yeah, I don't think I looked away at all. Hey, Dead Souls, how you doing? The Dark Tower movie was awful. I've heard bad things about it. I was really disappointed. I'm a big Stephen King fan. I love Stephen King, but some of the stuff doesn't hit, and most of the people who watched that movie are telling me it's not that good. So, it is what it is. I even enjoy the bad Stephen King movies, though, but I heard what the crime of that movie was it was a little too slow and boring, and people were just bored watching it, which is not what I want to hear. You know, at least his bad movies sometimes are enjoyably bad, and they're fun to watch, but if this isn't even fun, I don't know if I'm interested in watching it. I haven't seen Avatar 2. I couldn't tell you whether I was disappointed or not. I mean, I don't think the first Avatar is as amazing as many people make it out to be. I feel like I have seen stories like that before. So to me, it's not even that amazing of a movie. And so visually, it's stunning. It's like, yes, not digitally, technology wise, it's fantastic. But to me, it was just a very okay movie at best. It was like, oh, okay, that was pretty good. But it wasn't like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. Hey, Peachy, thank you for at least saying hi. Glad you could make it, at least. I appreciate it. And if you are hopping on in here, guys, I think we have like 13 viewers and 11 likes. Just do me a solid. Hit that like button really quick. Do you think The Shining is overrated? No, I don't. I don't think The Shining is overrated. I actually find that to be a really good movie and a very intense movie, well built up movie, which I can't say about every other film that tries to do the same thing. I think obviously Stanley Kubrick is a genius filmmaker. Let's see. I almost missed a live because I was out with my family. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Even if you missed it, I understand. Oh, you watched my reaction, so you know. Yeah, I watched the whole time. Yes, it's have to go now. I'm at work. Bye, ChatandJ. All right, PG. Have a great day at work. Thank you so much for hopping on in. Me too. Everyone, share this live. Yeah, share the live stream if you guys haven't. It helps out a lot. We really are doing our best to reach out to more people. So, help me out. I'm still trying to figure out if Doctor Sleep is better or... Oh, yeah, that is a good question. That's a good question. I think The Shining overall is a better movie, and that's not bias. I just genuinely think it is a better movie. But Doctor Sleep was way better. Like, way better than it had any right to be. Doctor Sleep was surprisingly really damn good. It was a good follow-up sequel, yeah. I was shocked. I was shocked, man. Stephen King is genuinely a genius. I agree. I agree. I can't argue with that. Yep, I have seen Zathura. It's funny, we actually started going through our VHS collection, and that was in storage, and Zathura was on VHS. We have it, yeah. Definitely Nook great. Yeah. Let's see. What age rating would you choose for Terrifier 2? Like what age? Like how old should you be if you're going to watch Terrifier 2? I mean, that's not really my place to say because I know that a lot of people love to sneak and watch movies anyway. Watch at your own risk. It is one of the goriest... One of the things I can say, it is one of the goriest movies I think I have ever seen in my life. Probably my top 5 goriest films ever. Terrifier 2, they did not hold back with that gore. Yeah, I agree with that. That is probably one of the reasons why watching Doctor Sleep is hard to watch. And, you know, I got to give kudos to the kid because he really played it off awesomely. But the baseball kid scene, that was hard to get through. As someone who... I have a big heart, guys, and I do get emotional watching movies. So that scene, if I was to do a reaction, I would have been bawling my eyes out and probably looking away from the screen. That would have made me look away from the screen more than Terrifier 2. Because it wasn't even just the fact that it was a kid... It felt real. It felt like this was a real thing happening. It was horrifying. I literally felt like I was watching this cult murder a kid. Yeah. And when she said, like, the more pain, you know, the better the taste or something like that, it was like, good God. Like, I wanted to kill those people right there. I don't care how it's... I wanted to kill those people right there. I wanted to be in that scene, grab the kid's baseball bat, and start bashing heads in. I was pissed watching that. But that was the point of the scene, was to obviously make you feel like you wanted to kill these people. You wanted to see them die. That was the point. Wish they had the same actor play Danny, though. Yeah, that'd have been cool, but I get why they probably didn't. Stephen King is genuinely... Oh, book? Yeah, no, gotcha. The effects in Terrifier 2 are fantastic. Oh, I agree 100%. Doctor Sleep was okay, but it was a bit overhyped. Still not a bad sequel to a classic. Like The Shining, I put in the same category as Psycho 2. That's fair. You know, that's just a matter of opinion. I would, like... The Shining, to me, is probably about a 9 out of 10 when it comes to my scale, my grading scale. Doctor Sleep would probably be around, like, an 8 for me. Yeah. I have not read the Dark Tower series. Doctor Sleep was okay. Dude, RR was wild. I have not seen RR. Actually, the original actor that played Danny made a cameo in the baseball scene. Oh, yeah, he did. I forgot. Yeah, but that baseball scene was the hardest scene in the entire movie. Oh, my God. It was actually just one of the most disturbing scenes I have ever seen in my life. There is a theory for Terrifier 2 that Art is Sienna's dad who died and was resurrected as Art. That would be pretty interesting. That'd be pretty interesting. Whoever played Shelley Duvall's character in Doctor Sleep nailed it. Yeah, she did a fantastic job. She played Wendy, and she did a fantastic job. Guys, we see more people hopping on in. If you're hopping on in, please leave a comment in the chat. Hit the like button if you're hopping on in, and let me know that you're watching. I also heard that the baseball kid scene was so hard to film because the kids screaming sounded so real it made some of the cast members cry. Yeah, no, they actually felt uncomfortable. Yeah, I heard that some of them had to actually walk off the set because the kid was doing that great of a job. Yeah, you got to give props to him. I know who the kid is. I'm pretty sure it's the same kid who also played in the movie Wonder, I want to say. Jacob Tremblay, I think is his name. I think that's the kid. I could be wrong. No, it was definitely, I think that's, yeah, Dr. Sleep, yep. It was Jacob Tremblay who played the kid from Dr. Sleep, and that kid did a fantastic job, let me tell you. He's going to be one of the probably... After watching it, I was like, this kid is probably going to be like one of the best actors when he gets older. One of the best actors of our generation. Yeah, that kid deserved an Oscar for how fucking sickening that was, yeah. Hey, Brandon Whip, how are you doing? Thank you for hopping on in. Glad you made it. Well, let's see what's going to happen. Yeah. Yeah, but alright, guys. I think we're already ready to go with the movie review for the Super Mario Bros. Movie. We got some people hopping on in here. I don't know how many people are going to be hopping on into Friday Fright Night today, but I think a lot of people are busy, so it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get started with the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and, yeah. All right. So now we are going to be talking about the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I'll tell you guys the things I liked about it, the things I didn't like about it, and yeah, I'll be as honest as I possibly can. As I said, I did say I was going to watch this with my family because I wanted to relive that nostalgia. Who is your top 3 favorite Final Girl? Mine is Sydney Prescott from Scream, Lady Strode from Halloween, and 3, Ripley from Alien. Good question. I would probably go with Alice from the first Friday the 13th. I feel like Laurie Strode from Halloween would probably be up there too, and I want to go ahead and say the girl from You're Next. I didn't watch it yet. Is it good? Lisa, thank you for joining. This is going to be I'm going to go ahead and do a non-spoiler. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a non-spoiler review. I'll do a spoiler review later on, probably for my channel members. So let's try to avoid spoilers right now. But yes, I will say this. I went in there trying to relive nostalgia, nostalgic memories, and I have to say, growing up in the late 90s and early 2000s, this was nothing but nostalgia. If you're going to go into this thinking that it's just going to be like this Oscar-contending movie, I think you're going to be disappointed. The movie itself is not like this, it's not going to, I don't think it's going to be nominated for the Best Animated Feature of the Year. However, that does not mean or take away anything from it. I loved this film. I really enjoyed it. I would probably give it... Well, I'm not going to give it grade. Let me go ahead and talk about it a little more. What I really loved about the movie was the nostalgia. It played a lot on nostalgia. It had a lot of cool references, a lot of cool Easter eggs from the Mario games growing up as a kid. You're going to notice a lot of stuff. The music in the background was really fun. I know a lot of people were criticizing the soundtrack, where there's a lot of just... like 80s rock songs that just randomly pop up. But at the end of the day, I didn't hate that. I thought it was fine. It is what it is. I get what they were going for, so it doesn't bother me too much. The comedy hits, for the most part. I would say the comedy is probably like a 8 out of 10 in the movie. It actually hits for a good portion of it. Isn't Chris Pratt in it or something? Yeah, Chris Pratt plays Mario, and that's probably one of the main things people were criticizing was the casting of Chris Pratt as Mario and how he is not Italian. He sounds nothing like the character. But I gotta say, after you get done watching the movie, you actually find him to be pretty damn good. He's good as Mario. I had no issues with him at all. During the trailer, yes. During the trailer, I was a little bit hesitant, but that is because it was a trailer and we were kind of just getting only hints about what his character was going to sound like. But this, we get the full movie, and you're like, oh, okay, it actually works out pretty well. And I don't know what his name is, but the guy who played Luigi, I thought he did very good too. Very, very well. Probably one of the biggest things that I really enjoyed about the film were Mario and Luigi, as a matter of fact. Mario and Luigi were just a lot of fun to watch. And Princess Peach and the characters in general, were just really well handled, which was really cool. Really loved that. And the world building was phenomenal. To see him go into these pipes and go to these places was just, gave me chills. Charlie Day, yes, thank you so much. Charlie Day, I knew his last name was Day. But just everything that the movie was promising, I think it delivered on. I don't think you should be going into this expecting The Godfather. I don't think you should be going into this expecting The Lion King. If you're going into this knowing full well that you're going to be getting a movie that is surrounded with the Super Mario Bros. And nothing but the Super Mario Bros., I think you're going to walk out like, damn, that was a great time. Because that's exactly what it is. The pacing is spot on. Things are a little bit rushed here and there. I'll give it that. Things are somewhat rushed. And that's fine. That's fine. It is what it is, right? Some things are rushed. I mean, things are literally introduced, and then he masters it and stuff like that, like seconds later. So, like, things like that. Bowser, of course, phenomenal. Jack Black was awesome as Bowser. I really took him away from this movie. Like, damn, I was so happy when I heard they were casting him as Bowser, and he delivered so well. The song Peaches, which people were telling me was like probably people are losing their shit over the song, and when the song finally came around, I was a bit underwhelmed because it doesn't even last that long. It's there and gone, and I was like, oh, okay, that's the song everybody's like going around and singing. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. Things like that are fine to me. But the movie went by like that. We started it and it was over. It was crazy. It was crazy how quickly that movie went by. That's why I said the pacing was so good, because you literally put the movie on, you're watching it, and you realize that, oh, it's so much fun to watch that time flies, and it's over. It's like the perfect movie. It's like the perfect family movie to throw on if you want to watch something with the family, and you might have stuff to do that day, but you still want to watch a movie. You like throw Mario Bros. Movie on, and it's done. Good stuff. Did you see both the credit scenes at the end? No, I did not. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. One of Luigi's Mansion movie, Metroid. You see, people want this to be a shared universe. I think that's a mistake. I don't want a shared universe with the Mario stuff. I just want a world where Mario exists and Mario does his thing. I don't need, fucking Samus from Metroid hopping on in. I don't need Solid Snake hopping on in. I don't want to see Star Fox hop on into this world. I like that it takes place in the Mario world. I love that it's just Mario's adventures, and that's it. I like that more than a shared universe. I really feel like everything has to have a shared universe anymore, and it kind of takes away from I just don't want to see it. I just don't want to see that. I don't. I know it's going to happen at some point because they know that it's going to make a shitload of money when they start putting all these characters together. I just don't want to see it. No disrespect to Chris Pratt. I love him in Jurassic World. I was worried when I heard about him in the Mario movie. I would say give him a chance, because a lot of people were not giving him a chance. People were really shitting on him, and he does really good. Lisa, what did you say? What did you say? Sorry, I missed your message. I was just chatting it up. Then I will watch it. Thank you for your opinion. Oh, okay, sweet. I'm glad. Again, I won't go into spoilers. I'll save that for members. So if you want to see the spoiler review, I will do one live for you guys and really go into the subject, really start talking about the Mario movie, going into every detail. But until then, I'll just go ahead and do a non-spoiler. I'm fine with that. I'm really fine with that. I remember I was watching the movie, and when again, please don't spoil it, guys. I know some people really want to talk about it, but I was watching the movie, and Bowser's real purpose came up. His meaning for the movie, what his goal was. And I remember my sister saying, "That's weird. I didn't expect that." But at the same time, it kind of makes sense on why he thinks this way. No, sorry, I just said then, and I accidentally sent it. Oh, okay, no worries. The Mummy or Alien? I'm going to have to go with The Mummy. I grew up with The Mummy, and it's always been, you could say it's a bias, but I grew up with it. To be honest, if Charles Martinet voiced Mario for an hour and it would have been really annoying. Yeah, my sister said the same thing about Peach. Peach has a very high-pitched voice in the games. Mario! And stuff like that. And if you had to listen to that the whole fucking time, it would have probably gotten it would have gotten obnoxious. Let's be real. I agree. The same thing for Mario. Luigi might have been okay, but I think they casted it. I think they casted it perfectly. I do. Looking back on it, I'm like, damn. Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong. Good God, he wasn't obnoxious. It fit. It fit. Choose one, Mario or Grand Theft Auto Vice City Mario. Mario. There's no other game really like Mario, to me, at least. So, there's a lot of games like Grand Theft Auto. What universe is Princess Bubblegum from? Isn't that from Adventure Time? Adventure Time? Yeah. By the way, if you're hopping on in, guys, slay that like button. Let me know that you're watching by leaving a comment in the chat really quick. Really appreciate that. It's crazy to me that Charles Martinet voiced Mario for like 30 plus years, and finally a movie comes out and he's not the cast as Mario like Chris Pratt. What the fuck? I get it though. I do. Not saying that I would not have been happy that if I think it's Charles Martinet, right? Charles Martinet. Yeah, Charles Martinet. I would be happy though if like he got a cameo at least. I wouldn't be surprised if he did get a cameo somewhere in this movie. I'm actually gonna look that up really quick. Here, let me go ahead and do something really quick, guys. Give me 1 second. If you're hopping on in, let me do something really quick. Okay, that's done. Hopefully you all can see this. I know the chat's not on the screen at the moment, but hopefully you guys can see that. Alright, the Super Mario Bros. Movie IMDb. 7.2 out of 10. Nice. All cast and crew. There it is. That's who I thought he voiced. Yep. All right. All right. Gotcha. Gotcha. That's who I thought. So he did do something. That's good. That's good to see. That's good. Jimmie, hey. I'm the best at Mario Kart. Please, so am I. I suck at Mario Kart though. I was a pro at Mario Kart 64 specifically. I was a pro. I was a real good fucking pro. What universe is Princess? I like Mario Kart. All the Mario characters' voices in the games are super obnoxious. If they were to be, I don't think they're obnoxious. I think if they were to be voiced, if they were to, I don't know why I'm stumbling all of a sudden. I'm really stumbling today. I apologize. I don't normally do that. But I think if they were to be in a movie, yes, I think they would have came off obnoxious. But in the games, I don't necessarily think that they're obnoxious in the video games themselves. Movie, I could see it. Video games, they say one or two things here and there. They do like a wahoo, and that's not really obnoxious to me. That's just the character making noises, right? Lucky you're all good at it. My 7-year-old cousin always beats me in Mario Kart. Good afternoon, y'all. Okay, I'll take a cameo. Yeah, he played at least, somewhat of a Mario character, so I'm okay with that. Got 2 cameo. I'm the best at Mario Kart. The annoying voice factor is a good reason to switch it up, though. Yeah, I agree. I'm a Mario Kart pro. Oh, my grandpa is yelling at me, saying lunch is ready. I have to go, but I hope you all have a great day. All right, Dead Souls, thank you so much for hopping on in and saying that. I'm a Mario Kart pro, Lisa says. Hell yeah, Lisa. Hell yeah. And by the way, guys, I'm going to come off obnoxious at this point myself and repetitive, but I am trying to push as many people to become channel members today, as I'm pushing this more now than I ever have before, for obvious reasons why I'm pushing it now. And we really got to start hitting these goals so I can make sure that I can stick around after 2025. So if you guys love this channel and love hearing my opinions about certain things and want to see me continue, I'm going to go ahead and link you up with a link to join, become a channel member today. By only $1.99 a month, you get exclusive stuff. Don't worry. It's not like you don't get nothing with it. And I'm going to be able to make more emojis and all that stuff. Chucky or Jason? Jason, by far. No contest. I'm multitasking right now. I'm making some barbecue sauce. Fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah. Charles Martinet had 2 cameos in the movie. Yep. Yep, he did. Oop, my grandma's yelling at me for saying lunch is ready. Let's go. Let's go. Burgers or pizza? Pizza. By far. I would go with pizza. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against cheeseburgers. It's just pizza. Burger's way better. All right, we got one for Team Burger. Hell yeah. Iceland or Greece? I can't give you too much of an opinion on that. I guess maybe Greece. I can't give you too much of an opinion on that. Cookies or brownies? Cookies, yeah. Raisin cookies, you best believe. You're a burger man, Yellow Rice Boy. By the way, thank you for joining, Yellow Rice Boy. I saw that you waved at me earlier. I didn't mean to miss your comment. Iceland. If you haven't played stream Mario Odyssey, when you should stream it sometime, one of my favorite Mario games. Hell yeah. Burger Man 2, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Cookies! Alright, now we're playing 20 questions. But getting back to the Mario movie. I wasn't even done with the topic yet. Oh, gosh, dang it. Getting back to the Mario movie, what would I give Mario out of 10? I feel pretty confident at giving it about an 8.8 out of 10. That's where I want to give Mario. I really did enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. It was exactly what I was expecting it to be. Even gave me a little more than what I thought. Which, would I say it's the best video game movie of all time? Which is probably something that people want to know. Do you think it's the best video game movie adaptation of all time? And I really want to give it another watch before I make that assumption or that decision. Right now, I think it's at the top of the game. I think it does everything beautifully. The animation looked great. The characters were a lot of fun. The story itself was simple yet effective. I wasn't expecting some masterful fucking out there layered story. It's very simple. And stop the bad guy. Very simple. I appreciate it. Easy to follow for anybody. And it was good. It was a good time. I definitely, and it did pay a lot of homage to the video games. Which, again, going into this, that's what I was expecting and wanting from this. So, yes, I would say it probably is the best video game movie out there. At least right now for me. It could change, who knows, but I'm pretty satisfied with the Mario movie. 8.8 out of 10 for me. Now, there's obviously reasons why it's not like the perfect movie, like a 10 out of 10. There were some things I did have issues with it. There was some of the pacing's not an issue. There was some of the rushed stuff that kind of bothered me. Yeah. And some predictable moments. What would be the best video game movie adaptation? Really, there's not a whole lot. I really enjoyed Sonic, the first Sonic. I haven't seen the second one. I really enjoyed the first Sonic. I really enjoyed Detective Pikachu. I thought they did a really good job with Detective Pikachu. I gotta really start thinking about the entire list. I've seen it at the cinema 4 times and never got any worse, which is really rare. Yeah, it seems like a movie I feel like I can watch again and again and again, which that means that the ranking could go up even higher. I'm part Sicilian, so pizza. Do you believe in the Illuminati? I would not be surprised if they exist. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I believe they exist. The first Sonic was very good. What's a 10 out of 10 movie for you? Good question, Lisa. Good question. Basically, the big thing that you have to be when you want to be a 10 out of 10 on my list is a rewatchable movie. If you have no rewatch value, then you're not going to be near my top 10. But if you're a rewatchable movie, that's great. One of my biggest 10 out of 10 movies is Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away from Studio Ghibli. That's a 10 out of 10 for me. I'd give the original John Carpenter's Halloween a 10 out of 10. Love that one. I might even say Killer Clowns from Outer Space a 10 out of 10. There's so much rewatch value to it, and it's a fun time. I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, Spirited Away, yeah, it's 10 out of 10. That's a 10 out of 10 movie. I can't decide what was better, Sonic 2 or Mario. I gotta really see Sonic 2. I really gotta see it. If you want to watch a raw mafia movie, watch Gangs of Wasseypur series. Okay, interesting. We've been on for an hour, ladies and gentlemen. Hell yeah. But not a lot of people are notified about the live stream, which bums me out. Most of my subjects are already done. We're done talking about all my subjects. Since I can't go into spoilers, I'm not going to talk about Mario anymore. I believe secret groups exist more than Bigfoot, so yeah, Illuminati exists for sure, yeah. And I'm pretty sure there's been multiple, like, proof of the Illuminati existing. Just a group of people who fucking sacrifice individuals for their own self-gain. They truly believe that the devil is going to back them up. They think, you know, sacrificing people to the devil is going to... Do you think that guy cares? Do you think he cares? Do you want your watchers to get to 100, but those are going to be fake, but still, I can do that. Do you want your watchers to get to 100, but those are going to be fake, but still, I can do that? What do you mean? What do you mean, watchers? Like the viewers right now? Let's see. Double Dragon was underrated. I mean, it's cheese, but fun. Cheese is fun, yeah. Okay, okay. Well, you know, I don't really want like fake viewers, right? I mean, you don't ever want that. You want people who actually watch your channel to watch you, and you want real people to subscribe to your channel. I mean, if so many people started hopping on in, YouTube would get suspicious, obviously, of something like that at first. I remember when I started blowing up, YouTube started freaking out and actually taking away like hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of subscribers because they didn't know whether or not those were real people or fake people. And I would just prefer that if we're going to try to hit that many people watching my live streams, I'd rather them be real people. It's not like I don't appreciate the thought. I mean, I can tell that you really do like the channel, so I appreciate that. Do you know about Bob Lazar, Jordan? I do not know about Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar. Ah. Area 51 and flying saucers. You must be a fan of UFOs, right? Interesting. Yo, Bob Lazar is a rabbit hole. My favorite is World War Z. World War Z or Train to Busan. I gotta go with Train to Busan. World War Z is a good time. It's a good time. But Train to Busan, I think, captured the fear of the zombies a lot better than World War Z. World War Z was more of a spectacle movie, where Train to Busan was a very condensed, character-driven movie with some very horrific moments. And I think you felt the fear a lot more because of that. What's one thing you believe in, but most people don't? Good question. Good question. What is one thing that I believe in that most people don't? I really don't know the statistics or the number of people that believe in the certain things I do. So who knows how, you know, what the real number is of how many people believe in certain things and whatnot. I'll go with Bigfoot, I guess. Bigfoot seems like to be a 50-50 for a lot of people. I'll go ahead and say Bigfoot. Jumanji or Narnia? I gotta go with Jumanji. I gotta go with Jumanji. I feel like there's a lot of people who believe in ghosts. That was one of my answers. That was going to be my answer, but I feel like there's really a lot of people starting to believe in ghosts, and people who are coming around to believing in ghosts a lot more today than ever was before. Marvel or DC? I knew that was going to come up at some point. Probably DC. DC, dude, I've just been a bigger fan of. I mean, some of my favorite comic book movies of all time are DC. Joker, the Dark Knight trilogy. DC. I gotta go with DC. Marvel has great movies, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of fun ones in there. But I think the Marvel franchise got repetitive. They tried to be more funny than serious now. It's more about what movie, how many, you know, jokes can we crack to make people laugh in the theaters. And it's just not serious anymore. I heard some good things about the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but other than that, Marvel has kind of taken a very big down, like, they started going down, in my opinion. Which Jumanji movie is the best? Robin Williams, the first one, by far. Don't get me wrong, the Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, and stuff like that, the sequels that came out, pretty solid sequels. But they don't hold a candle to the Robin Williams movie. And I'm not even saying that because Robin Williams. I'm saying that because the movie in itself is just genuinely a really damn good movie. I don't discuss religion too much. People try to force their opinion on you sometimes. Yeah, it's politics are the same way. I don't like talking about politics because the second I start even mentioning what I personally believe in or like what I think is right or wrong, people automatically, oh, I can't believe you just said that. Oh my fucking gosh. Oh. And it doesn't even matter what you say. You could be on either side of the coin. And there will still be people out there who will fucking put you in the ground because they just don't like your opinion. So I just refuse to talk about it. And I think it's best that way. I personally, I don't like talking about politics because it's all the same. It's all the same in my opinion. I avoid religion and politic talk like the plague. Yeah, it's toxic as all hell. People want to say like Star Wars and Harry Potter and Marvel have a toxic fan base. No, talking about politics, sports, and even fucking religion are very, very toxic to talk about. Yeah, Train to Busan, I felt a lot more, like, emotion. I'm going to sleep now. Hope you have a great stream. Good night. All right, Lisa. Well, I appreciate you hopping on into the live stream and getting your thoughts out there. I really appreciate it. So, and I hope to see you on more. Have a great night. Sleep well. The Halloween movie fan base is the most toxic. Well, I know you're saying that because, you know, then aren't you also the person who says that you love Halloween Ends, yet everybody shits on you for loving Halloween Ends? I wouldn't say it's the most toxic. I would say it's toxic. I would say that the toxic people finally came out of their shells in the Halloween franchise because the Halloween franchise wasn't even like that toxic until Halloween Ends came out because everybody was so divided and talking about how much they either hated Halloween Ends or liked Halloween Ends, and then people started fucking bashing each other. It's crazy, man. Oh, I know Narnia is a religious metaphor. I knew that. But I also don't view it as a religious metaphor at the same time. Because it's also a fantasy movie, Narnia. It was made, yes, there is some religious themes in there, but it was made for entertainment purposes, not for religious purposes. Like, I'm not gonna, debate with a Christian, one of those crazy Christians about how Narnia is actually this, that, and this. And you could say the same thing for The Lord of the Rings, because The Lord of the Rings had a lot of religious themes in it too. It was mostly made for entertainment purposes. I don't think it was intended for people to, like, have those really insane conversations, like those really deep conversations. You're like, oh, well, The Lord of the Rings, is that... You know what I'm saying? I think because I'm a newer fan of the Halloween movies, that's why I don't view 1978 like you do, and most people do. And that's fine. That's fine. I actually respect that. I respect that opinion. I grew up with Halloween, the original one. So to me, it's like a phenomenal slasher film. But I get it. I get it. Sometimes, I'm sure there are people out there who love the new Scream 6 way more than the original Scream. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there's people out there who love the new Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake from 2010, more than the original one. I'm sure there are people out there. Anarchus came to this planet 400,000 years ago and made us. There is an ancient text talking about this. Interesting. Which Lord of the Ring movies is the best and The Hobbit? So the best Hobbit movie in my opinion is The Unexpected Journey, and the best Lord of the Rings movie in my opinion is actually The Fellowship of the Ring. I love those two movies so much. And I don't care what people say. Yes, the first Hobbit movie had a lot of CGI in it. I think they got worse with the CGI as the movies went on, especially in the Battle of the Five Armies. But I really loved the first Hobbit film. I thought they handled it so well. I'm one of those people who liked Scream 6 more than the original. Understandable. Hey, I respect it. I have not watched Lord of the Rings movies yet. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend watching Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that makes sense. My only complaint about the original Halloween is the physics from the butcher knife wall kill. Yeah, that would not have happened. That knife would not have been able to hold him up. No way. Is Lord of the Rings inspired by Harry Potter? No. No, Lord of the Rings came out long before Harry Potter did. You haven't watched them because they're too long. Understandable. Understandable. I don't blame you. People say the same thing about One Piece and how they refuse to watch One Piece because of how long it is. And I just, you know, I get it. I get it. I do. I'm the same way when it comes to Supernatural. I haven't watched Supernatural. I'm not going to sit down for 12 seasons while every episode's like 40 minutes long. Holy shit. You know how long that's going to take me? Dragon Ball Z or One Piece. This might get me a lot of shit. I'm going to say One Piece. Dragon Ball Z to me is practically the same old, same old. And it's basically power-ups, screaming at each other, beating each other up, and then someone comes around the corner who's even stronger, beats the main character up, he gets mad, he starts screaming, gets a power-up, now he beats up this bad guy. Then another bad guy comes around the corner, beats up our main hero, and he can't beat him, and then, oh, now our hero's gonna, what is he gonna do? He's gonna get mad, he's gonna scream, and then he's gonna get another power-up, and he's gonna beat the shit out of that guy. That's basically what Dragon Ball has become. Dragon Ball, the original series, was actually really interesting and really entertaining. I'm talking about actually, like, Dragon Ball. And Dragon Ball Z was, like, very unique for, like, an anime at the time. But now Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, and all these other Dragon Ball stuff is basically just a repetitive kind of thing. The last time I have gone into the theaters to watch a movie was in 2018 or 2019. Oh, my God. I finished the whole Stranger Things show within a week because it was too good. Oh, my gosh. Well, I mean, think about that. Think about that for a second. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do. That's not what I'm getting at. But, like, you have the patience to, like, watch, right, the whole series of Stranger Things in a week. Now, that's, like, 40 minutes to an hour each episode. The Lord of the Rings is literally, like, 2 hours of your day. The first one. And then you watch the second one the next day, and that's, like, another 2 hours. And then you're already done with 3 movies in, like, 3 days. So, like, I get why some people find it easier to watch TV shows, but, I mean, The Lord of the Rings is long, but it's not like sitting down and watching, like, a series that has, like, 40 minutes to an hour long episodes, right? That's even longer than watching 3 movies. But, again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. If you have your own reasons, I get it. I'm not going to argue. It's cool. I get it. That's just, I've always wanted to say that, and you kind of gave me a good reason to say it. Do you think Wednesday is just a combination of Stranger Things or Harry Potter? I can't tell you that. I haven't seen Wednesday. I'm sure someone here has, though. Last time I went to the theaters was It Chapter 2. Last time I went to the theaters was Scream from 2022, so last year. I've not been to the theaters in a year. I find The Lord of the Rings to be worth the time. Like, it is, they are long movies, grant you that, but they feel like they're worth the time. Lord of the Rings is too long. Blasphemy. Nah, I get it. I do. I've never gone to a theater once in my life. It's a pretty cool experience. Dragon Ball Z is one-sided, and all the other animes is one-sided. Like, are you saying anime in general is one-sided, or are you saying like Dragon Ball in itself is just one-sided, like all of Dragon Ball? And also, here's another reason why Dragon Ball is kind of just meh to me. It's not meh to me. It's a classic anime, but no one ever dies in Dragon Ball, and there's a way to bring them back. So, like, even main characters will go into a battle knowing full well that we can just wish them back with the Dragon Balls. They'll never die. So, there's really no stakes anymore, right? The reason why the Tournament of Power was kind of scary was because if they lose, they are just wiped off the face of the earth. There's no coming back if Zeno just wipes you off. That's why Dragon Ball, the Tournament of Power, was kind of freaky. And it was like, oh, now the stakes are back, right? But in reality, when a character gets killed, there's always a way to bring them back. There's no stakes, again. You don't understand the love of anime. How many animes have you seen in your life? According to you, who's the best fighter of all time in real life? For me, it's Bruce Lee. That's another great question. I don't know too much about fighters in our world, so I can't really give you an answer for that. It's a good question, though. But, yeah, and Bruce Lee's a pretty good answer. Oh, never mind. I just remembered. I went to the theater once in school, field trip, to watch The Lord of the Rings. Oh, nice! Well, what a coincidence. Dragon Ball Z is, like, the best. Cool. Understandable. I don't understand the love anime. I would... how many... because there are animes that are very much different, and there's certainly animes... Not every anime is the same. There's a lot of, mainstream animes that kind of feel the same, but there are animes out there that are very much different. Like, Studio Ghibli films are animes. They are animes. So, and Studio Ghibli has released some of the best movies I have ever seen with animation, in general. I would even hold Spirited Away above classics like Beauty and the Beast and The Lion King, and that's how much I really enjoyed it. So, I mean, people can also make the same, they can also say the same thing about horror films. There are some people who don't understand the love for horror films. I understand it because that's just me. I genuinely love to watch horror movies. I can't explain why, I just do. So you can kind of say the same thing for people who love anime. You can't really tell them, you can't really understand why they might love it the way they do. They just do. And that's fine, right? Kind of like you, like with the whole Halloween Ends thing. Some people probably don't understand why you love Halloween Ends. Some people probably don't understand why I like Halloween Ends. But that's just kind of up to us to kind of just be like, I just like it. I can't explain why. I just like it. A Western anime, Western series, or people don't have much ideas. Oh, okay, I get you. Halloween or Christmas? I'll go with Halloween. I really love Halloween. The horror movie stuff. Yeah, it's just an opinion. That's exactly right. It's just an opinion at the end of the day. So people who love anime and have a bunch of anime stuff all over their walls and everything like that, that's just their passion. Kind of like how I have a bunch of horror movie stuff. It's just a passion. I like it. I sat way in the back of the theater though. That's probably one of the better places to sit, let's be real. Bonamate, how you doing? And by the way, guys, if you're hopping on into the live stream, hit that like button. Let me know that you're watching by hitting that like button. Just realized I was streaming. Yeah, we've been on for about an hour and 20 minutes now, and not a lot of people have hopped on in. It's a bummer, but there's really nothing I can do about it. Okay, I just shared it to the community tab. But again, I wasn't trying to come off like a douchebag. You said you didn't understand why a lot of people love anime, so I figured, give my thought about that. Okay, in my opinion, the recent version of Wednesday gives the character more depth. That's good. That's good to hear. I was on my other channel and I didn't have the notification on, so that's why I didn't know. No, it's not your fault, man. There's a lot of people who don't get notified about these live streams. It's all good. Chess or snake game? I could not tell you because I haven't played either or. Chess rules? Nice. Mario or Sonic? I would say Mario. Yeah, I've played definitely more Mario games. Jordan, which one is better? I have no idea who those are. I'm sorry. Skibidi toilet or cameraman? Been a while since I played. My uncle would always kick my ass at chess. I'm cracked at Candyland. Mario or Mario Father? Who is stronger? I'd say Mario probably, because Mario's dad is probably a little bit too old to be jumping up like that and stuff. A lot of Seki though, we need something different for anime. I need to go ahead and look that up really quick so I can get an idea of what that is. Let me go ahead and look that up really quick. Ah, yeah, probably. Just wanted to get an idea. Ah, my nose, man. Hopefully more people start hopping on into this live stream, because I feel like we've been on for an hour, 25 minutes, and watch, people are going to notice this like hours later saying, oh, I had no idea you were live, and it's so true. It's so true, because YouTube likes to fuck. Likes to fuck me over sometimes. I need to be more specific on my responses. I was on another app and someone took offense, so I deleted the app. Damn. Nah, don't worry. People take offense to a lot of stuff. Texas Chainsaw Massacre or any other famous butcher movie. That is I can't answer that question. I can't, because like if you say any other famous butcher movie, I would have to I don't know. There could be so many possibilities. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is also one of my favorite films of all time. So I really can't. You got to be more specific. I can't. Unless that is the name of the movie. Any other famous butcher movie. You look like. Jordan, which is scarier, Annabelle franchise or the Conjuring franchise? Conjuring, by far. The only good Annabelle movie that I watched, like really good Annabelle movie, was Annabelle Creation. And when you look at the Conjuring, you look at the Conjuring 1, you look at the Conjuring 2. Even the Conjuring 3, though I was pissed off about that movie, and I didn't really like it. As a matter of fact, I really don't like it. It's still not like the worst movie ever made, and it has genuinely some creepy moments. I have to go with the Conjuring. The first Conjuring is just too good. Do you believe in a Ouija boards? Yeah, I do. I do. One of my family, long time ago, were out here actually messing with a Ouija board, and they said that the Ouija board in front of all of them like lifted itself up in the air and threw itself in like a fire, and it was screaming and stuff. So yeah, I definitely believe in a Ouija boards. Jordan should like play the Ouija board on stream. Fuck no. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. No, thank you. What if someone gives you $10 million in just one day and gives you a task to play in a Ouija board? What are you gonna do? $10 million to play in a Ouija board for in just one day. So like, how long would I have to mess with this Ouija board? Like the entire day or just like a couple hours? I would do it if I had someone there who could help me shut the portal. Yeah. The entire day? A lot can happen in that entire day, but I guess I would do it. Yeah, I guess I would do it. I mean, that's $10 million. That's literally life-changing. I mean, even if something kills me, I mean, literally the entire family could survive for the rest of their lives on that. Yeah. The entire day alone? Well, at the end of the day, I'd expect I could at least get somebody in there to probably help me at some point. But yeah, I'll do it alone the entire day, and then I'll get someone to help me. But, yeah, I'd probably do it. I mean, that again, that's $10 million. That is literally, you could survive the rest of your life without worrying about anything at that point. Especially if you put it into like bank accounts and savings and stuff. Yeah, you'd be good for the rest of your life. $100 million for playing it for a whole month. Are you gonna do it? I don't even know if I would be able to survive the day. To be real. I don't know. Messing with an Ouija board, risking your life, or just money would be stupid and bad. Because think about it. Would someone really want to risk their lives for millions of money? People do it all the time. Unfortunately. People do it all the time because people view people suffering, in a sense, to be entertaining. It happens. It happens. But I also believe in God. And, I mean, yes, it is kind of stupid of me to say that. Would I do $10 million for one day messing with an Ouija board? Yes, in a sense. Spiritually, yes, it is a stupid idea. And it could backfire on me easily. But, at the end of the day, if I do manage to beat whatever is possibly going to come out of this Ouija board, and maybe if I don't ask the wrong questions, and if I know it's getting bad, you see, because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a bad idea. Yeah. Would you join the Illuminati, or would you... No, I would never join the Illuminati. Fuck that. I would obviously join the world of the real Mario characters. Joining the Illuminati is like, it goes against everything. Those are like the worst upon people. I wouldn't do it. My mental health not worth it. Plus, I'm not religious and can never see myself being religious. See, I mean, if you have your own reasons, that's great. I mean, I'm just saying, though. At the end of the day, if someone showed me a briefcase of like $10 million, fuck, right? I mean, I don't know many people who would turn that down if it was shown in front of them. Not to my knowledge. But the second something actually gets bad, I'd probably lose the money anyways, because the second I would even see something wrong going on, I would be a little bit too nervous to continue, and I don't know if I would continue. Do you believe in black magic? Yes, I do. I'm a nerd who acts out movies. We were all talking about the Night of the Living Dead, and the guy quoted a line from it, and I responded with the lounge afterthought. I was calling him ignorant. I'll help you close the door of the board. I would probably need someone to. But yeah, $10 million is not an easy thing to just turn down. Again, that's like in the moment. Yes, right now I could say yes, that would be a stupid decision. But in the moment, if it was ever offered to me, again, that would change your entire life. Not just your life, anybody around you. It would not be an easy thing to turn down. Even knowing, yes, I have already said I would never just casually do an Ouija board. Because I would never do it. But if someone were to offer me that much money, if someone gives me $1 trillion in just one day for playing the Ouija board, just one day, I won't do that. Life is priceless. And that's your opinion, man. Like people always say, you don't even know what you could be talking to the other side. You could literally be speaking to non-human spirit or anything really. I don't need it. Guys, I completely understand. I completely understand the risks of what that would mean. Yes, absolutely 100%. And again, this is something I would not casually do. I would not just bring out an Ouija board just to do it for the sake of doing a video. The sake of getting views. $10 million. It's not like I'm making a video for YouTube, right? And that video eventually brings in like a couple $100,000. This is $10 fucking million. Right? And I'd be a liar if I said I would not even consider it. I'm not saying I wouldn't understand that, yes, that could bring a lot of horribleness on my life. Like, this could literally ruin my life. But I would consider it at the least. Yeah, I'd be a liar if I said I wouldn't. I would be a complete liar. So, I mean, yes, I'm aware that, yes, talking to something, doing a Ouija board, is so risky. Because you don't know what you're talking to. This thing could come off like your grandparent. It could come off like your brother. It could come off like your sister. But it's not. I'm aware of that. I'm aware that this thing could attach itself to my soul and at the end of the day just completely annihilate me from the inside out. Absolutely. 100%. Yes. I acknowledge that. The thing I have on my side is that I believe in God. But even then, that might not even protect me. Right? That might not even protect me. So, at the end of the day, I'm 50-50 on that subject matter. Like, would I do it for $10 million? Possibly. But I'm not going to slam anybody who would say they wouldn't. I'm not going to look at you and saying, damn, that's $10 million. What are you doing, you idiot? No. I completely understand it. Personally, and this brings up a good point, I would rather try to survive on an island. Yeah, that's a great idea. I would rather try to survive on an island for $10 million. I would not want to do an Ouija board for $10 million. Again, that's a battle on my spiritual life. That's not really my physical life. So, I would rather do an island, yes. I would be more like, oh yeah, I'd do that for $10 million. Yeah, bring me out to an island for a week. Yeah, let's see what happens. I went to do an Ouija board once in my life. It seems cool, even if it's dangerous. I mean, you know, you live your life the way you want to. I personally, I would not do it unless I had a legitimately, possibly good reason on why I'd be doing it. And if it was to help change, you know, financially the world that I'm living in now, I might consider it. But I wouldn't do it for, like, I don't know if I would do it for $1 million. So when someone says, like, 10 million, I'm like, good golly, that is not a small chunk of change right there. I don't know what Komodo Island is. No. Would you do it for... no, I would not. I would not do it to contact a dead one. No. It's also sad that some people do actually get possessed, you know? Yep. Hey, Kunal, how you doing? Thanks, guys, for joining. Glad you guys can make it. Hell yeah. But no, guys, understand that. I probably will never do this kind of thing, ever. So, don't let them play the board. I would never. What's my favorite Wii game? Fuck. I can't even think about... that's... Sammy, hey, everybody. People are starting to hop on in. Good deal. More people are hopping on in. Guys, if you're hopping on into the live stream, please do me a solid. Slay that like button. We've been on for an hour and 36 minutes now, and not many people have been notified that I was live. So hopefully the more people who start liking this live stream, the more this will start getting thrown out at a lot of people. No, I'm never going to play an Ouija board. End of discussion. I'm never going to play an Ouija board. Yeah. I agree, man. Don't get me wrong. I completely... You guys know me. I've been watching paranormal videos for the longest time. I'm a religious guy. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in the devil. Yes, I would never do an Ouija board out of just... Oh, yeah. Fuck it. Bring one out. I would never do that. I would never just bring one out and start messing with it. No. No. The thing about me is that I think I'd be thinking more about other people around me at that point. If someone were to offer me $10 million, that's probably what my mind would go to immediately. What could I do with this $10 million? I could help out a lot of people. That's what would be going through my mind. Would it be a big mistake? Yes, it would. It would probably actually end up killing me. It could kill me. What if a fan sent one? You can send it, but I'll never mess with it. I'll never touch it. It will be put in the storage, just to let you know. The Ouija board is a real deal, bro. Yep, I know. I know it. Okay, their pastor stays with you in your house for a whole month, and you have to do a challenge at $100 million. Are you going to do it? I mean, if I already said I'd probably do 10 million, I'd probably do 100 million with a pastor in the house, yeah. But that doesn't even mean it would save me. It doesn't. Seriously, like, you know, it might not even save me. Just to even have a pastor there trying to help me shut this portal, it might not even save me. I still might have an attachment, or something might still want to kill me. Yeah. Sam and Colby did Ouija boards quite a lot, and they're fine. I mean, I don't know what goes on with their everyday lives, but yeah, they seem fine. Lucifer gonna be like, yeah. So it's one of those things, guys. It's one of those things that, no, if I was honest with you, if someone offered me, again, $100 million to $10 million to $100 million to do an Ouija board for one day, would I take that risk? I might. If it's $1 million, I don't know. It literally would have to be like the biggest amounts of money that I know could possibly help out the people around me. If it's not, I won't do it. Fuck that. And I know what you're going to say. Money is greed. Greed is a sin. I get it. I do. But in the world we live in, you have to have money to survive. And if you had that much money, you wouldn't have to worry much. I know that might sound pretty off to a lot of people, and I do apologize about that, but that is not a small chunk of change, guys. That is not a small chunk of change, and I would hesitate, though. I would be honest with you. Well, Jordan, I send love and light from you from Louisiana. I appreciate that, man. I would choose, oh, God. Would you choose being lost in the ocean or outer space? The ocean. The ocean, because I have a better chance of someone finding me. Outer space, good luck. Yeah, send me a lot of love and life. If I do something like that, do you believe in Agartha? Agartha? I don't know who that is. Do you like the Ouija films? I haven't seen the Ouija films, to be honest with you guys. I need to check those out at some point. Oh, another species living inside the earth. Gotcha. Like the lizard people and stuff like that? I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Let me go ahead and look that up, so I know what I'm talking about. Argatha, sometimes Argatha, is a legendary kingdom that is said to be located on the inner surface of the earth. It is sometimes related to belief in hollow earth and unpopular... No, I don't think I believe that. It's possible, I guess, but I don't think I believe it. Yeah, but there has been situations where people have been lost for years before they were found. No, that's true. I just think there's a better chance of survival with the ocean than there is outer space, where there is no oxygen. And not a lot of people up there. So at least, you know, that you have the options of, like, maybe a plane passing by or something. They send help later. Helicopters. Islands. I mean, there's a lot of things that could help with survival in the ocean compared to outer space. So I would definitely go with the ocean. Definitely go with the ocean. Somewhere, I believe in ancient texts, thousands of years old. Hell yeah. I do believe in aliens. Yeah, I do. This is a very, no one's jumping on in this live stream. Like, I probably have had maybe, like, 20 different people tops, but normally we get, like, almost up to, like, 40 different people, and they just start randomly commenting and stuff. But, yeah, this has been a... Do you think aliens believe in other gods? Then I don't. I mean, it's a very interesting conversation to have. Do you think aliens believe in other gods than us, or they have the right... or they have the right answer? That's so tough to say. I really want to do ghost hunting and ghost hunt every day, but I don't have that kind of money. No, I don't either. I didn't even get a notification to the live. Yeah, no one's been notified. It sucks, man. It sucks. It really does, because it's like I don't know any other way to notify people besides what I've been doing, posting on Facebook and just going live. Well, I guess this is probably a good time to end the live stream then. We've been on for an hour and 43 minutes. I don't think there's anybody else who's going to be hopping on in. The more you know about the paranormal, the more scarier it gets. Yeah. In a sense, yeah. Have you heard about the Project Blue Beam or Project Blue Book? I have not. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream here. It was a lot of fun, but I don't know if anybody else is going to be hopping on in. I think this is about it. and we've already finished talking about our subjects for today. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to film some videos, get those kicked out, see if my movie reaction for The Wailing is done so I can get that posted to YouTube, and a lot of other things. But really fun. We had a lot of deep conversations today. Hell yeah, guys. Hell yeah. Thank you. Well, I appreciate anybody who did hop on in, and I appreciate the gifted sub and everything. So, I mean, I think we got quite a bit accomplished here on Friday Fright Night this week. Not a lot of people hopped on in, which is sad, but YouTube kind of fucked me over again. No surprise. Alright, guys. Please take care. Have a great afternoon. Thank you again for hopping on in. It was fun. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Alright, take care, guys.